another day where I feel like letting out a blood-curdling scream. Do you want to do a blood-curdling scream, Judd?
No, because Nanan and Grandad would probably both have a heart attack and die immediately.
Just do like a quiet scream then. Just like do a little quiet one, just to get everyone amped up, ready for the screams. Okay, it didn't come through at all. It just looked. So for the video version of this podcast, it just looks like Judd's looking down, opening his mouth wide, and that's it. What a successful start. Oh my god. Right, coming up in today's podcast, we watched some fights, and guess what? Everyone's a cunt. I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. Another one of those. We get to see if Judd knows any of the contestants once again, and I'm in a shit mood. We're still going, we're still hip happening, we're still running with this podcast. We've been doing it for 179 episodes now. This will be the 179th episode.
I was wondering recently, like, what we hit, what we were on.
Yeah, we've been doing it a while. And if I'm being honest, this is the first one where I was like, oh, do I fucking want to do this shit today? Because normally I love doing the podcast. It's the Wednesday nights. It's one of my favorite nights. I love doing this stuff. It's very fun. We get to have a fun old time. We get to do some laughs and some japes. But lately, it's just been a pain in the. I've just fucking hated the internet. I've hated people on the internet. They're just being fucking morons. Last week, the podcast, we ran through some ridiculous comments that people left on the fight reactions that I did. Judd was ill that time and couldn't watch them. And we were like, but don't worry about it. We're soldiering on, and next weekend we're watching another card, and we'll be doing it all over again. And we did. And do you want to, like, I don't know, give a description of how the event went, Judd?
It was fucking dog shit. It was terrible. I mean, like, it was the worst boxing card I've ever seen, like, ever. Because we fucking... First of all, there was one good fight for the entire thing. And it wasn't even really a good fight. There was just one good moment in it. Like, one good fucking knockdown. And then one fight just ended. One guy was just like, nah, I'm too tired, sorry. And they just stopped the match. That was good. That was
fun. Straight up did, by the way. I said I would follow up on that and check if there were an injury or anything. He literally did an interview after and said, to be honest, I just couldn't be arsed.
Wow. Nice.
What a prick.
Yeah.
Tom Zanetti. Fuck Tom Zanetti.
Yeah. So there's that. And then the title card match, the thing that everybody went to see, was the guy dislocated a shoulder or something, and they called it off. He
broke his ankle, apparently. That's a bit skeptical as well. Some people are like, I don't know, man. You were like walking around on that ankle.
I thought it was something to do with his arm.
Yeah, some people have been saying until we see an X-ray, I'm not fully believing that. Other people are saying it's kind of possible or probable. See, the guy who broke his ankle, Austin McBroom, he'd played a lot of basketball, and that can be really bad on your ankles. So it's not like it doesn't make any sense.
Do you think he took a dive for the Mafia? Do you think the Mafia were like, possibly. listen, boy, you gotta take a dive in the third round?
Maybe that's what's happened. Who knows? But other than that, the live stream that we hosted for watching the event actually went quite well. There was plenty of people in chat. They were all, positive, and even the people who were like, oh, I want to watch the fight itself, and, we can't show the fight on screen, so people are joining saying, oh, I actually kind of want to watch the fight. A lot of the time people are like, well, yeah, go and watch the fight, here's where you can watch it, but make sure you stick around to these guys' live streams and things like that to keep, the fun watch party going on. And that was quite cool, and that was good. So afterwards, I was like, oh, God, should I even upload these reactions that we record from the stream? And I thought, you know what, I'm still awake. It finished like it weren't a massively late one. I'm still awake. Fuck it. I'll just slap some of the better ones up. The ones that actually ended, and the one that Judd was on about that had a knockdown. The biggest names, I'll just slap those up, and any that were rubbish, I'll just leave out. So, views wise, they did pretty dang well, actually. We've got 343 views. This is per video. 343, 236, 2,000, 1,200, and then 5,500.
Oh,
so that's big numbers for us.
Yeah.
When you look at the amount of the video that people watched, to count for a view, bear in mind one of the videos was 18 minutes long, so it was a full fight. The average view duration on that 18-minute long video is 20 seconds.
Yeah, because they obviously click onto it, go, oh, there's no video here, and click off it.
Yeah, that's what most people did out of the 5,500. But a lot of people are fucking dickheads again, and don't understand. We can't upload the fucking fight! Stop asking where it is! I'm done with this shit. I'm going to read out some of the comments, basically. Yeah. And we're going to go through and see how ridiculous they are again. I'm going to start with newest first. First comment on it is, doesn't show the fight. That's the first thing. And I think they put that there so that people clicking on the video would see in the comments that it doesn't show the fight for the full thing.
Yeah.
Fair enough, that's fine, I don't mind that. Someone coming thanks on it. A little bit pissed that the comment saying doesn't show the fight got more likes than the video itself.
Wow.
But, Then the next comment was, it says, not makeup, semi-permanent, I believe. So this is referring to one of the fighters that looked like they were wearing makeup during it. I was like, oh, I'm kind of surprised that happened. You don't see that very often. So at this point, I'm thinking, so far, these comments are seeming better than last time. Maybe it's more positive this time. I did make some tweaks to how it was presented. And someone replied under that, corpse paint, and I said, oh, very interesting. That's quite so. So at that point, we're fine. Then next, it's just, this is trash.
Okay. Oh, that's it. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, that's the comment.
Okay, all right.
Good.
All right.
Okay. What? You don't have, you clicked on the fucking video. you know? Next comment is worthless. Oh, great. Okay. See, these sorts of comments, I can kind of be like, okay, whatever, kid. I can kind of brush that off. And I literally clicked. I don't think people realize I can look at their channel when they do that. Yeah. So I clicked on one, and it's just, one of them's just like a teenager doing shit skateboard tricks. So it's like, what? I kind of almost was tempted to comment on their videos, this is trash as well. I didn't know, because, I'm not that fucking petty. Then one of them, next comment, we don't want to see you, we want to see the fight.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think to that, Jed?
Why did you click on the video that said fight reaction?
That's pretty much the response I said. Then don't click on a reaction video, go watch the fight like we did. Simple.
Yeah.
And then someone else, and they've got such similar to profile pictures, I thought it was the same person replying to me, commented, give us the link then, with like an unamused face. I'm like, am I your fucking butler? Go and fucking find it. Why? The way you've tried to find the link to this fight is you've gone on YouTube, you've searched for the fight, you've clicked on a reaction video, which isn't the fight, then you've gone down to the comments, typed in a comment being like, oh, that's stupid, I don't want to see this. Why did you click on it then? And then been mad when someone's not posted the link to the fight underneath that. Just fucking Google it. Yeah. It's such a stupid roundabout way of getting what you want. I think what they're getting at, though, is that they want someone to post a link to somewhere they can watch the fight for free. That would be illegal. So I responded to that comment with kingpin.tv, which is where you can buy the fucking fight, which I thought was mildly passive-aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know how this people can't fucking read. Because firstly, they don't read the fact that it says reaction in the title. Next comment is, where's the fight? Dude, read the comments! Read the title! Can you fucking read?
Yeah.
What the fuck? So I just responded, this is a reaction video. The fight was available at kingpin.tv. You might still be able to get it there. The next comment, I'm saving. There was one before these actually, but I'm saving that one till last. I think YouTube removed it. I think it got reported because it's not on the video anymore. But I got an email saying what the comment was, so I've saved it to read out to last. But this next one was, "Are you autists?"
Well, yeah.
I almost replied with yes.
Yeah.
Oh god! And then the last one, which kind of made me snap a little bit. I didn't realize actually that they've even replied to my response, which is an equally childish and ridiculous response. They've said, "Why would we care about your reactions? Literally show the video."
I know. I get you clicked on reaction video.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Yeah. So I said, literally go watch it then, instead of clicking on a reaction video. So, and I, at this point, I'm getting a bit pissed, so I'm trying to like explain this in a mildly aggressive way. I said, it's like buying a Spider-Man comic and being mad it's not a Batman movie. Can you imagine, like, going to a comic book store, you buy this comic, and you buy a Spider-Man comic, and you open it, and you look at it and go, this isn't a Batman movie, and slam it down on the desk and going, yo, shit, you suck.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. And I phrased it like that as well, because Spider-Man comic and Batman movie both involve a comic book character. So this video we published and the fight itself both involve that fight. But they're not the same thing at all. They're not the same sort of media. And then I also said, people post reaction videos all the time. Some people find it interesting to see what others thought of things. Of course they do. It's a very common genre on the internet. I do it myself. You know, when we saw like Salt Pappy knock out Andy Warski and Josh Bruckner and things like that, and we posted reactions, ones that people were quite happy with for some reason. I don't know why they like those. Do you know what? It genuinely seems to be foreigners are way nicer about this. I think English-speaking people are just cunts for some reason to do with this. Because the Whindersson Nunes reaction, who's Brazilian, way better response. Way more, not a single negative comment. Way more likes than dislikes. When we've reacted to Salt Pappy, who's from the Philippines, loads of people from the Philippines come and watch and give it likes and comment saying, yeah, Salt Pappy's really cool, isn't he? And stuff like that. Philippines, Brazil, we love you. You know, fuck all these other people commenting. Let's not just have those people comment. So yeah. And when that happened with the Salt Pappy fight, I went and watched some other reactions, see if other people, thought it was as crazy as we did, because it's interesting to see. And I didn't expect any of them to show the fight, because of course you wouldn't. So I just said, maybe don't go around being dumb and toxic in the future. So they responded, girl, bye. Nobody wants to see you react to a fight. Okay, fine. Okay. Don't click on the video then. Very simple. If you don't want to see it, you don't have to. I'm not going to your house, stripping you down to a chair, opening your eyeballs with fucking toothpicks, and then just playing it on repeat in front of you. Just don't fucking click on the video. It's so fucking easy. I had to leave a pinned comment at the top of it. Because people weren't fucking getting it. I said, because people don't seem to understand. Can't show the fight footage because it's copyrighted and the video will get taken down, meaning nobody will get to see anything around the fight. This isn't our fault and there's nothing we can do about it. If we could show the footage, we would, but we simply can't. Reaction videos are common. Some people like to see what others think of things. If you're not interested in the video, you don't have to watch it. You also don't need to be a dick about it.
Yeah.
Summary, done. Fuck you all. It's genuinely pissed me off so much. And it's like, there's a difference. Typically, we don't give a fuck about people insulting us and things like that. We really don't give a shit. Hence why the comment I've saved to last is hilarious. But when you start pissing me off and like complaining about the content, that's kind of like a different thing, especially when it's like stupid. Like, it's stupid shit. When it's, like, your fault. When it's your fault that you're not seeing what you want, and you're blaming me for publishing content how I like to, fuck you. Now, if you want to leave in the comments, you look especially fat and dumb today, then fine. I don't really care about that. But when you're moaning about the content, it pisses me off. It's different. Let me take a quick sip of drink before I read this next one, because it fucking hurt my throat shouting at people.
Absolute psychopath shouts at strangers on the internet.
I'm not feeding into it as much anymore, and I'm going to lay out a plan for fight content going forward. But the whole podcast won't be on this bit, by the way. So
it's honestly, I just think it's because everybody has access to the internet, and this, I don't care how this comes across. I think lower intelligent people are more interested in seeing stuff like that, and they click on the video and they just don't get it. They literally are monkey scratching head going. Where that's the noise they make. That's the noise I imagine every single one of these fucking ingrates make. They go where is fight video?
Thing is, a monkey would be more sensible. The monkey operating an iPad would tap on the video, see it's not what they want to see, and go back.
Yeah, they actually would. They go, oh, wrong video. Oh, go watch Jacksepticeye instead.
Honestly, genuinely, an ape would be better. It actually would. That's not even a joke. So, anyway, Jeebus Jar, or Yeebus Yar, I don't know how to pronounce it, commented. I'm gonna read it out in the grammar that they read it out. That they typed in.
Please.
Two chubby dillwads that would cop a flogging of your gran.
What?
Right?
What did he say?
I think they meant to say two chubby dillwards that would cop a flogging off your gran. But they've said two chubby dillwards that would cop a flogging of your gran.
Okay, all right.
Calling a fight like they know anything besides where the tissues are after they toss one another off.
Nice.
Streams badly speaks volumes. We do, and not hopefully a good volume that comes through your ears at the right loudness. See, I just thought that one was at least more creative and kind of funny. It's ridiculous. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about, because I've been watching boxing and analysed it for fucking years at this point. I've literally had my own fight, and we literally talk about the fights from two perspectives, from someone who doesn't know what they're on about, and from someone who's got some idea what they're talking about as well. That's the point. So that the layman can have something to react to as well, who's never seen fights, and someone who's interested in kind of something that might be insightful has that too. The amount of times that I'm saying something about how someone's fighting on something like that, and then someone that's revered in the community as being really good at analysing fights says the exact same thing moments after. It's so common. So it's not like I know nothing about what I'm talking about either. But I just thought that at least that one was kind of funny. It's a shame that one got removed, actually, because I might have pinned that one to farm more likes. I don't know.
It was funny. No, it really is. It's these people. It's these like lesser intelligent fucking people. These absolute nimrods who like don't understand how the internet works. And you know, they don't have a creative bone in their body. Like they can't do anything. Like if you click on their fucking channel, what you get is fucking probably my clip from Nuketown. Fucking, you know.
I swear to God, I clicked on one of them, and it was just them missing their shots on Fortnite for a minute straight.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. It's like, oh, my clip on Tilted Towers, or oh, my 2v1 on Siege. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up. Like, if you don't like it, fine. But just, like, shut the fuck up.
Exactly. You don't have to be a dick about it. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So, anyway, a video has gone out of us looking at a Reddit since then. And obviously it's not got anywhere near as many views, but it's got 17 views, and the only comment on it was, this is entertaining. So it obviously doesn't matter, does it? Obviously when we publish something normal, people are just fine with it and happy with it. So what I'm getting from this is, right, it gets a lot of numbers view-wise.
Yeah.
But the only reason to get a bunch of numbers view-wise would be to try and convert those people into, like, followers. People who are going to subscribe and watch regularly, and, you know, form a community and things like that. So, obviously, it might be getting a lot of views, but if people are only watching for 20 seconds and then all they're doing is leaving a shitty comment, even if those people do come back, those aren't the people we want to come back either.
Yeah.
So, at this point, there's no point just uploading fight reactions if this is what's going to happen. And it seems like this is what's going to happen. So, I'm going to be a lot more selective with what we do. We'll still watch these events live and do like a live reaction thing, because that seems fine. People don't seem to have a problem with that.
Yeah. No, people come in live on Twitch and, you know, they're fine, so.
And we'll still record all the reactions, but the only ones we'll upload are spectacular, quick knockouts.
Yeah.
Because I think when the video is just like 2 to 3 minutes long, people are happy to just see the reaction and be like, oh, right, yeah, that's what they thought when that happened. Because it was such a quick thing that they will have seen it somewhere. So I think we'll still do those for now, at least. And then I'm going to have to try and figure out some other sort of content to upload around the fights. You know, that can make... Because if I'm being honest, I like to upload content around the fights because I'm interested in them, mainly. But if I'm being completely honest, I like to capitalize on the hype as well. It's good for the channel. And you know, it gets a lot of views and things like that. So I'm not gonna pretend like it's not anything to do with that as well. But that's a part of the problem. Making any other content than a reaction that you can upload really quickly and easily, like right as it's happened, it takes time. I've got even if as soon as I finished, I worked on it as soon as I can. I've got a fucking job and a house and all sorts. So it's like the turnaround period. It needs to be so quick to capitalize on it that it might not even be worth it.
I'm not always there, am I? Like I've got my own life and shit to do, and like, you know, if it's even if you just, you know, need me to do anything, like, you know, even just hold the fucking camera, it's hard because, you know, I could have a million things going. I know it sounds like I don't have a million things going on because I never talk about anything on the podcast, but you know. Like,
yeah, it's not like you've got loads going on, but it's like, you know, we've got normal responsibilities. Someone's just hopped in Twitch chat, by the way, and said, "Hi, can one of you gift me a Steam game called Jump King? It's $12 and I can't buy it because I'm from Argentina and here the economy is very bad, pullers."
I think you better go get him that game. I mean,
no. Okay, moving on. Fucking what's going on today? What's going on? Listen, right, I appreciate you turning up into chat. That's all very nice of you. But I'm not just buying you a fucking game because you asked.
I'm glad, you know, good for asking, though. Good one.
You know what? You tried. You put yourself out there. You tried. I would also suggest stop trying as well, because that's probably not a great thing to go about doing.
I was going to suggest going to the next stream. It might work. Somebody might.
Listen,
might work.
It might work. It might work. Who knows? Work, Oh my god! I'm just, my mind is blown after all this shit. Let's do a deep breath. Everyone listening right now, do a deep breath with me. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. And out.
God.
Okay.
No. I need
We've calmed down. We're moving on. I've done with fight stuff. I've mentioned all of that. I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. Every year. We check if Judd knows the celebrities on the famous show, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. I like this show. What's interesting this year is it's normally in winter, right? Normally I'm a Celebrity comes out in winter. It's normally set in Australia. For a few years they did it in Wales because of COVID. But for some reason this year they're doing it like in spring, summertime, which it's not been that long since they last did an I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And it's in South Africa.
Oh.
Now, when I saw this was happening, I was like, oh, is this going to be like the summer one and then they're going to do Australia one in winter? If that's the case, I'm not really for it because it's like an event, isn't it? It's like special when it's once a year. It's like just having Christmas twice because you fancied having another Christmas.
Yeah, we have Christmas twice. We've got divorced parents.
Yeah, but we don't have it in summer and winter. We don't like just in. We don't like in the middle of like April or May. Go. Should we just do another Christmas?
Yeah, we'll just have it now.
So
it's all bullshit anyway. It's all just some fucking day on a calendar. Why can't we just have Christmas today? Fuck it.
Well, and it's not about the day it's on. It's about doing it more than once. And the reason why you can't do it more than once is it's not really fun. It don't become something special. It cheapens it, is what I'm saying. But not only that, they're bringing back previous contestants from other years. I think they should have used both these gimmicks separately. I think going to South Africa, they should have just done, because it was like, oh, that's different, and people might click for that. And then they should have also had, previous people back on a different time, a couple of different unique selling points. But anyway, let's run down the stars in Reasonably Priced Cast. No,
let's meet our stars.
In the I'm a Celebrity, a Debrity, a blibbida blob. Where the fuck are the names of these people? Come on, where's the sorry. I'm a Celebrity cast this year. Where are they? Who's joining this year? Contestants. 2020. I'm a Celebrity 2023. 2023. I'm sorry, I did have a list up, but apparently they're not giving me the fucking names of them. Right. Let's see. Hold on. Hold. Is this right? Is this right? Let me just check. This is right. I'm looking. There's a list here, but okay. I think this is right. Yes, this is right. It's just I watched the first bit of an episode. I've not started watching it yet, and so I know 3 people that's on it. So I wanted to check this list had those 3 people on to make sure that. Right. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go, Judd.
Right.
Let's see if you know the cast this year. I think you've got more chance of knowing them this time because it's previous people who've been on it before.
Yeah, okay.
So here we go. Mylene Klass.
Nope.
Okay. God, she's 45. I didn't realize she was 45. That's nuts. She was originally on season 6 in 2006. This might have been one of the first ones I watched and remember from being a kid. She's a TV presenter, Judd. She looks like she's from Asian origin. So that might kind of ring the bell in terms of like looks. I don't know. But yeah, Mylene Klass, TV presenter. People liked her. She came second on her series. So yeah. How about this one, Judd?
Go ahead.
Georgia Toffolo.
No.
I think she's known as Toph.
Toph Beifong from Avatar. Yeah, she's awesome. She was like my favorite character.
She is from Made in Chelsea. Also a TV personality.
Okay. All right.
Still no idea?
No, of course not. I don't know what the fuck that is. No.
She was in season 17, so I remember watching that kind of more recently, 2017, and she won. Which was interesting.
Well, you know what? Good for her.
She was on the same season as Boris Johnson's dad, Stanley Johnson.
Oh, I actually do remember that season.
So, yeah, she's quite posh. Probably a Tory, not sure. Next up, we've got a guy who's got a really funny looking nose. Sure, this guy's a very unique nose. Andy Wymant.
Never heard of him. Sorry,
He's,
Andy.
A soap actor. He's from Coronation Street. He was on season 19, and he came second as well.
Maybe, actually. I might know about the guy you're talking about. Maybe.
Probably not. I don't really recognize him either. Right, next. Here's one that I think you've got a chance of recognizing.
Oh,
Gillian McKeith.
Gillian, maybe a little bit. I don't know. What do they do? They're an actor of some
She's
kind.
a TV personality and writer. She's basically a TV personality and was on this show. It's kind of the main reason. I think she was a particularly like screamy one. You know what I'm saying? She's one of those that reacts a lot. I think she like pretended to faint or some bollocks. I think she's one of the more entertaining ones, and I think there's quite a famous clip in the I'm a Celebrity circle of her pretending to faint.
Oh, is that the one where Darren was on?
Was he on? Was Darren Day on? I didn't even know.
Darren, for people listening, Darren Day used to be my stepdad. We don't get to talk about it anyway. So I think that was. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure she pretended to faint so she didn't have to eat something. Then they were like, "Oh, okay, I guess we're just gonna have to cut it here." But then Darren came.
Not that one.
Is it not? Okay,
no.
Like
so she was on season 10. Let me see which one he was on. Was he actually on? Are you sure he was on this?
He was on I'm a Celebrity. Yeah,
he was on season 1.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God, he was on the first one in 2002.
Yeah,
with Nigel Benn. Fucking hell. Yeah. God, people were much more famous back then on this show.
God, people used to be so famous.
Uri
back in the day.
Geller was fucking on it. Jesus. Anyway, back to this year's. So yeah, she was on season 10 in 2010.
Yeah.
So that's that one. Next up, we have Amir Khan.
Okay. Is he a politician?
No.
What is he?
He's a boxer. Was a boxer. He's UK boxing champion. He was famously on I'm a Celebrity, and you know how they do the Dingo Dollar Challenge? You know that one?
No.
So this is not the one where they have to get stars for the camp. It's like a little challenge that they can do that's usually not timed, and they get the Dingo dollars and they have to take it to this kiosk, and the camp has to answer a question right, and then they get like a treat, which might be like a bag of crisps to share between the entire camp, you know, something like that. So Amir Khan and someone else did the Dingo Challenge. They got the dollars, and the camp got the question right, and it was strawberries and cream was the treat. Nice. But on the way back, Amir Khan convinced this guy who'd done the challenge with to pretend that the camp got it wrong, and then just him and the other guy would eat all these strawberries. Honestly, I know that that's like a small thing, but in there, that's such a fucking dick move. What a prick! And I don't like Amir Khan. He's such a knobhead. I remember his most recent fight was against a guy called Kell Brook. And I just think he's such an arrogant cunt, and he's fucking scared of everything. He's a fucking boxer. What the fuck is he doing? He's scared of snakes and spiders and all that. And you know what? I don't like spiders myself. But, you know, he's such a little bitch about it all. I really don't like Amir Khan. He really pisses me off. So I'm glad he's on it. Because, like, you know, you need a villain. You need a villain to root for. And, like, you know, people like Amir Khan, Gillian McKeith, these people are going to fucking be ridiculous. And it's going to cause friction in the camp. Which is what I'm a Celebrity needs. That's what it needs. For too long now, I'm a Celebrity has been for little bitches. They all get along too much. And we want some drama in the camp. Want some fireworks. Who else we got? Next up, Carol Vorderman.
No. Sorry, sir.
Know Carol Vorderman. I thought you would. She's a TV presenter, and she was the lady on Countdown.
Who?
The one who does the letters and the maths and stuff on Countdown.
Okay, yeah, no, I know her. I would have never known her name, but I know who the lady from Countdown is. Yeah.
Well, she's not done it for years now.
Yeah, but everybody just knows the lady from Countdown.
Well, they know Carol Vorderman is who they know.
I know the lady from Countdown. So.
She's 62. She's the most
Yeah.
attractive 62-year-old I've seen in my life.
She really is. I'd still fuck her. I'd still fuck her.
Okay, she looks a bit like your mum, Judd. A little bit.
Ooh, even better. Yeah,
Oh,
man.
God. Oh, God. Okay. Who else have we got? We've got Helen Flanagan.
Yeah, okay. I know. I've definitely heard that name before, but I couldn't tell you what she does.
She is an actress.
Okay.
What was she on? She was on. I think she might have been on Hollyoaks.
Mickey Flanagan.
Her face is more recognizable than her name. She was playing the role of Rosie Webster in Coronation Street. So that's who she is as well.
Why has she got a big grotesque face, like a big disgusting face?
No, I wouldn't remember her name. I've seen her on Coronation Street, but that's it really.
Does she look like MODOK?
No, that would be funny. Speaking of people who look like MODOK, no, this guy doesn't look like MODOK at all, actually.
Oh, we're going to talk about me for a second. I look like MODOK. I got a big ass head.
Next up, speaking of you, Jordan Banjo is on here. Your name's Jordan.
Have I just snuck on with a banjo and I'm like pretending to be...
Judd, you couldn't look... Oh, God. You went all robot then. You couldn't look any less like someone. This guy's a tall black man.
I was just going to say, okay. But no, I've never heard of the guy. Never.
I think he might be a radio presenter now, but he was in Diversity, the dance troupe.
Oh.
So
cool.
That's him. We've got Fatima Whitbread.
Fatima Goo?
No, Fatima Whitbread. You don't know who that is, do you?
No, because I don't.
She was an Olympian.
I don't know who the fuck Phantasma Wolfsbane is, or whatever the fuck you said.
I've been forgetting to tell you when people went out, actually, but who fucking cares? Yeah, so she Olympian. She was Olympian.
Oh.
Okay. Next, Paul Burrell.
No,
oh my
not
God,
a
they're
one.
scraping the fucking barrel with this dude. He was on season
never
4 in
heard of it.
2004. He was a royal butler.
A royal butler?
How does that make you a fucking celebrity?
Like a butler for the Queen.
I guess. I don't. That's all it says. Royal butler. Okay, weird. Next, Phil Tufnell.
Phil McCracken.
God, he's aged.
No.
He was on season 2 20 years ago, and he won. He was a cricketer.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
He looks fucking old now. He's 56. So he's kind of old, but he looks like he's 65.
Yeah.
There's a picture of him wearing like the crown that they give them, like when if they win and they become the king or queen of the jungle. The budget back then must have been so shit because it's just like a bunch of leaves on his head. That's all it is. Nowadays, it's like a wooden carved crown and like a little thing to hold. But back then, it just looks like a headband with some leaves sellotaped to it. Another one, Janice Dickinson.
No.
She was a supermodel.
Oh, geez, did you have to do it like that? Oh my God.
Well, that's just my opinions on plastic surgery.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Yeah.
She got second place, and she was famously bit by a rat during the first stint on the show. Led to a fear. However, she is also fearing of birds, which she had to deal with on the show. Nowadays, if they got bit by a rat, they'd be off the show. They'd just be off the show, medical attention for like a month, and that's that. But back in season 7, it's like, oh shit, you got bit by a rat. Lol, get better then. Yeah. I hope. Anyway. Oh my God.
What?
this dude looks like our kind of guy. He's also aged 1,000 years since you were last on the show.
Nice.
Sean Ryder.
Oh yeah, I know Sean Ryder.
Go on then.
I don't know Sean Ryder.
I knew it.
I've definitely heard of that name before, but is he radio again, or is he something else?
He's a star of Happy Mondays, which is a rock band, I think.
Oh,
I don't know what their songs sound like. I've heard of the band from my mum. He was on season 10 in 2010. He's 60 now. Fucking hell, he looks awful for 60. Poor chap. That rock and roll lifestyle's caught up to him. But having said that, he looks like the type of guy I would like to hang out with. He's got a massive fat belly, some shit tattoos on his arm, and his neck, and yeah, he looks like he would guzzle a pint with you. I would be happy with this chap. Anyone else? So far, that's that's looking like it could be it. There's a couple people that are suspected of entering late, such as Dean Gaffney.
Yeah.
You know who that is?
Not a clue.
Neither do I, and it doesn't tell me on here either, so who fucking knows? It looks like he's probably from season 1, looking at how old this picture is. And then Joe Swash.
Again, no, not a one. No, I don't know a single damn
TV
one.
presenter. So there you have it. Judd's very big knowledge.
Not a one. Not a damn one of them.
Oh god. To be honest, it looks like Carol Vorderman's going to show them all up. I hope Carol Vorderman has to have a boxing fight with Amir Khan and she knocks him clean out. I think that'd be a good way to see the show.
Yeah.
That'd be good. If Carol Vorderman and Amir Khan have to have a boxing fight, she knocks him clean out, and then she looks directly into the camera and goes, "Now I will send you nudes. You know who I am. You know who I'm talking to. Enjoy."
You personally.
Yeah, and I'll be like, "Sweet."
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that might be a very weird thing to say, but too late. I already said it. Yeah. I'll keep you updated as I always do with the hip happenings and who we like and who we hate and all of these sorts of things going forward. Shall we enter some things? We've not done this on the podcast itself for a little while. Should we add some stuff to the spreadsheets, Judd?
Should we enter Shakira?
I don't know this reference. I would love to enter Shakira, if you know what I'm saying. So, for those who don't know, we have 2 spreadsheets where we track... where am I? Oh, there we go. Where we rate movies and TV out of 100, and then on the other spreadsheet, we rate video games out of 100. You been watching anything, Judd?
Well, so I got the chance to fully sit down and watch Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, like fully, because before I'd only seen most of it and got what it was about and ranked it. What was my rank before?
1 second. So you ranked Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. 1 sec. 93 out of 100.
Okay, I would like to increase it to a 95, please. Thank you very much. If that is all right.
It's not that good. It's overhyped. It's very overhyped.
It's like my favorite movie. I love it. I don't even care about it being overhyped anymore. Me personally, it's personally my favorite, like one of my favorite movies ever. I think it's my favorite animated movie ever, and I don't give. If you don't like it, that's fine. If you, you do. No, you like it, but you're not rating it. But for me, it just, I honestly think it's damn near perfect.
I gave that movie a 72, and I think that's way more reasonable.
Fine. That's fine. I completely agree with that assessment. But just for me personally, I fucking love that movie, and I'm going to give it a 95.
You're definitely allowed to like a movie as much as you want. I also think in this case, you've got to realise that objectively, it probably should be somewhere closer to that. Probably should be somewhere in a solid 70.
No, if I'm being honest, I think it at least deserves somewhere in the 80s minimum. Like, if I'm being completely honest, that's what I think. But
fair enough. I think it's overhyped. The overall score it gets is 87. So across what Judd rates it, what I rate it, and then like Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb and everything. So that's probably what it actually deserves. Is an 87. I think that's a bit much personally, but it's a solid movie. I don't want it's one of those where I don't want people to think that I dislike it, because I really enjoyed it. It was a fun watch. I liked it a lot, but it's just not that good. It's not like groundbreaking.
I love it.
Some like 95s for stuff that like changes the world with its cinema.
I think it fucking did. It had a huge impact. It had a huge cultural impact. It fucking went crazy.
Sure. It went crazy.
It did. It did go crazy.
I love
that. I love that dang old Spanish cat. I love him.
God. Have you seen anything else?
No, I think the only thing we've only been watching Barry, really. Which I think I gave that too high of a score, honestly. I think I could put that down to 87. Because I think I gave it like a 92 or something.
Yeah. Put it down to 87. Okay, it was a 92, you rated it. Put it down to 87. Barry's rated very highly. It's got 99 from Rotten Tomatoes critics, for example.
It's not a 99.
I've watched the first few episodes with my girlfriend, but she's not that interested in it. And to be honest, I've got a couple other shows on the go. Because I have like a couple. I tend to have kind of a more dramatic, you should probably pay attention to it show, and that lasts around an hour an episode. And I have a casual, you can probably just listen to this if you want, show that lasts around half an hour per episode. So at the minute, I've got Agent Carter as the hour-long kind of thing, and then Futurama as the kind of casual half an hour. So Barry was kind of the longer hour an episode, pay attention to it thing that I was watching with my girlfriend, but she's decided she's not interested anymore. So I have to shift that to just me watching. I don't really have space for it. I don't feel that much to jump in. Maybe I'll do it at some point. But the first few episodes just weren't that interesting either, so I'm finding it hard to bring myself to watch more of it personally.
It really is one of those that gets better as it goes on, and it does. It's like the first season is like, you have a few ha moments, and you can get through the story, and it's an all right story as well. But when you get into season 2, I think is when when Barry sort of understands, okay, we're this sort of like more cartoonish universe, but we also still have these like serious plot lines, and I think it really finds itself a lot more in the second season. But
I think
it's just one of them.
Currently, it's definitely not got a chance of cracking 90 plus for me. Like, if the first 3 episodes are kind of just mid, that's already too many episodes to be in the 90 plus range, because that's got to be incredible stuff then. And the way that you've told me about it and kind of how I kind of expect it, I doubt it'll be any more than a 70 for me at this point. But we'll see. Hopefully, eventually, I'll get around to it. I've watched Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief.
The Lightning Thief.
Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. Have you seen this?
No, I know. I know of it.
It's bad.
Is it bad? Really?
The acting in it is not good. There's not the acting in it feels a lot like epic movie things like that. It kind of feels a lot like that. There's a moment where Percy Jackson sees his mum explode into smoke and thinks she's died, and his first reaction is, "My mum's gone." Oh. That's it. It's like, oh, well, that's inconvenient. And it's just, oh, God, it's just not very good acting. And it's just not thought through at all. Like, there's so many moments that are just like, for example, this one sounds nitpicking, but there's a lot of moments like this and a lot of them that are more severe than this. There's a moment where a Hydra breathes a big fire thing at this dude, and he holds up Medusa's head at it, which obviously is supposed to which will turn it to stone. That's how you defeat it. But it like shields him from the fire. And it's like that just wouldn't do that though, would it?
Yeah, like that's not what that particular mythical item does.
Yeah,
like
it's
if you wanted something that deflected like Hydra fire, have him get like some sort of mythical shield or something. Like
he does have a mythical shield.
Oh well,
I know.
Then,
this is what I mean.
What? Yeah.
So it's just like. It's just not thought. It's like that's fine, I suppose, when a kid's watching it. It's like whoa, but like I don't know. That's it. It sucks. 32. I give it 32. It's really not good, and it's not been rated well either. I mean, 49 from critics, 53 from audience, 58 from IMDb. I even think that's a bit generous. I definitely don't think it's better than the average movie. It's not good. Not good.
Well,
have you watched anything else?
No, I don't think so. I think me and Tom are supposed to be going and watching Oppenheimer at some point, but we've not.
You've not seen Super Mario then?
No, I will be going to take my little brother at some point though, and you're welcome to come. You're welcome to.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Why don't you want to come see the Mario? He's all right. He's a good one.
I'm sure he is. Don't like kids. What is he, like 10? I'm not going to voluntarily spend time with a 10-year-old.
He's 11. He's 11, I think.
Listen, right. If it was just the bros, like adult bros, going to watch this child's movie in the cinema, like we did with Detective Pikachu, then maybe. But I'm okay. I'm not interested in hanging out with a 10-year-old.
Listen, man. I can make it so he'll sit on your lap and he won't tell nobody. Like,
no, that's awful. I'm a little bit like low-key annoyed at how much money Super Mario movie's making. It's like I get it's fine. Everyone go and watch what you want to watch, and if it's what people want to see, then sure, it's fine. But I don't know. There's something in me that's kind of like, just stop entertaining this shit, you know? Why are you letting them do this? Why? But in reality, it's like, just whatever, watch what you want.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about video games? You been playing any games? Want to rate any video games?
You know, I really I haven't been doing anything like this really because I've just been prepping for the tournament that I'm going to.
When is that, by the way?
This Saturday. Yeah, so I've been preparing. I'm painting some models right as we speak. I have a little plastic man in my hands.
Yeah, if you thought Judd gave us his full attention and actually tried to engage with this shit, then you were sorely wrong.
Fuck that. No, I gotta have all the models painted for when I win the tournament for the Games Badly channel when I bring home the gold.
I hope you do.
Badly.
I
definitely
even get the
won't.
channel's name right, but fucking sure.
Yeah.
So you've not been playing any other games. I wondered if you might have played some 360 games to add to the spreadsheet, but
no, honestly, to be honest, I've been painting, and then I got a new phone recently, which I showed you when I came over, and I've been bored a lot at work. And not really been having to do much. So I've downloaded Hearthstone on my phone. There's been a new Hearthstone update, a new pack released, expansion. I'm really into it.
Uh-oh.
Not happy with how into it I am. I'm not going to spend any money on it because
next week you'll spend £200 again.
I won't. Because I've come back. I've seen like what the new sort of stuff is, and found immediately what I want to do with like what deck I want to make. And I've like dusted a lot of stuff, and I just had it all in dust, so I'm fine. But I just like how this deck plays. It's fun. It is a fun deck.
So you're gonna get to Legend when?
Maybe next month, not this month. Because
God, I thought you were gonna say no. I'm not doing it ever again. I got banned from trying to get to Masters in Apex, so I got wife banned. Wife won't let me.
Yeah. Wife band? What? Hold on, wait a second. When did this happen?
Yeah, I told you.
No, I know, but when did she become your wife? Is what I'm saying.
No, it's just funny to phrase it like that, isn't it?
Okay, alright.
But there's similar things happen with Apex in that there's a collection event thing, and there's a new season kind of coming. It's not that soon, but kind of soon. But the game's so fucking busted at the minute that literally the best player to ever play the game is like, I'm not really gonna be doing this very much at the minute. So it's, I got wife banned at probably a good time. To be honest, hopefully next season they've promised to make some updates to ranked. So depending on what the updates are, I might I might give it another shot. That's seen very tentatively, because in reality what will probably happen is my girlfriend will go, "Oh, whenever you play this game it makes me sad," and then I'll go, "Oh,
which is I think it's a fair reaction, to be honest. Like,
but why does it make her sad?
Sad when you play Apex Legends. I can I feel it. I feel when you start playing it, and like my body shrivels up.
Well, I've been playing a couple other games recently.
Okay.
I don't know what prompted this, but I just remembered Super Mario Sunshine exists and thought, I remember like seeing that at play areas when they had a free GameCube for kids to play on. You know what I'm saying? And I always kind of thought it was interesting when I was a kid, but we didn't have a GameCube. We had a PlayStation 2. So I couldn't play Super Mario Sunshine. So I thought, I'll give that a try, see what it's like. And I started playing it, and I was having loads of fun with it, because like it's kind of a basic premise as Mario would be, but it's kind of got fun, unique gameplay with the like water hose thing, and it's almost like just cleaning up gameplay. But and I was enjoying it a lot, and it's got a really basic story. Like Mario tries to go on holiday to this island of magical, eternal sunshine and fun times. But when he gets there, it's not eternal sunshine and fun times, and there's like a shadow Mario that's going around ruining everything, and Mario gets put in jail because they think it's him, and he has to go and defeat the shadow one to exonerate himself, and it turns out that the shadow Mario is actually one of Bowser's kids or some shit, and they're actually doing it.
Mario said, "It's not me, officer. You got to the wrong guy. It is the black one. It is the black one."
Oh my god, no! Oh my god, like that actually is what's happening.
Yeah.
Oh no, is this like some weird like Nintendo allegory? What's going on?
Yeah.
Yikes. Anyway, that's Nintendo's fault, not Judd's. Fuck, that's actually hit me, that one. But. And I was having fun with it. There's no more story than that, basically. You go around collecting, not stars, shine sprites, because that makes the sun come back, and whatever. And basically, you go and do some fun little missions that don't really make sense, and then a shiny thing appears, and you collect it. And the whole fun of it is, like, seeing what different bosses and challenges it throws at you, and then you overcome them, and you're like, oh, that's how you do it, and you get a little shiny thing. It's like, fun. But to be honest, at a certain point, it starts being too common that you haven't got a fucking clue what you're supposed to do. And, like, there's no way you would know what to do unless you looked it up on the internet. And the internet doesn't fucking exist in 2002. Well, it does, but not in the way to where you can just look it up and figure this shit out. You'd have to buy, like, a guide or, like, one of those books that you used to have to buy. And that's bullshit. You shouldn't have to do that. And it started becoming a bit too difficult as well. And it's, like, kind of just over halfway. So it's not close enough to the end where it's like, I'll put up with this until I complete it just so I can say I finished it. Honestly, this was looking like it were going to be probably in the high 70s for me as a rating, but I find that sort of thing so fucking annoying that it made me just quit. Like I'm not gonna keep doing this and it'd be this much of a pain in the ass and feel like a chore. And I ended up giving it a 56 after that, because up until then I was having quite a bit of fun, but I couldn't finish it. So like. I don't know. I can't give it that much. Have you ever played it?
No, I know it's the one where he zips around on like a jetpack. That's the one I know it as. But
yes, like a water pump thingy.
Yeah.
It's kind of good, but the thing is, it was getting kind of good and almost worth recommending, but I can't recommend it to anyone now because like, you know, I'm not gonna. You can't recommend something that's saying that where you say, but don't finish it. Just play like around half of it and then toss it off.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Toss it off. What? Hello? What?
yeah, play around half of it, stop playing it, and go and toss yourself.
Yeah, go toss yourself off.
The other game I've been playing, for the past 1 or 2 days, maybe a few days, Deathloop.
Ah, yeah.
'Cause
How's Deathloop?
I bought this game months ago. Then I got busy with stuff. Decided to play Apex instead and go for Masters. Got wife banned and thought, I'll play this again, I guess. Oh, well, no, this was after Super Mario Sunshine, so I got wife banned. I remembered Super Mario Sunshine. I was like, oh, maybe I'll just play that. And then that annoyed me.
I can't get wife banned from Super Mario Sunshine.
I myself banned myself from that. And then I moved on to Deathloop because I've already bought it and it kind of looked cool. I wanted to see what it's about. It was nearly cool.
It was nearly cool.
Yeah.
It's Dishonored people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the people who made Dishonored, and there's some theories that say it might be in the same universe as Dishonored, but it's...
they're always fucking is though, isn't they? When like a games company makes two different games.
But thing
like,
is,
everybody did the same thing with Cyberpunk and fucking Witcher. They were like, same universe, same universe.
Yeah, that doesn't suggest same universe as much as this though, because some of the things you can do, like special abilities, are straight up the same as Dishonored. Like, you know, Blink in Dishonored.
Yeah.
It's called something else in this, but it's the exact same thing.
It's called Blanc.
It's called Blanc. I think it's called Shift. So it's the exact same. Instead of being blue, it's purple.
Damn.
So it's like, you know. So I don't know. It could be, but it's set in like the 20s or something like that. Or I don't know. I put some notes basically saying
the 20s.
I think so. I don't really know. It's a shame because the style's cool. It's kind of got like this, you know. Oh, what's that? I think it's Black Klansman.
Yeah.
Black Klansman. Let me just Google this. Black Klansman. Yeah, that's the one. That movie. You know, kind of like the funky, cool dude that he is in that movie. He's kind of got a bit of that vibe to it. And, you know, like orange tones and, you know what I'm saying?
So you mean the 70s and the 80s?
Yeah.
Not the 20s. The 20s was before the Second World War.
I know.
Yeah. So what the fuck are you saying?
All the things I've said are still true, Judd.
You're an unreliable narrator.
Judd, no, this is part of it. It's fucking confusing.
Oh, is it? Is it like
it is set then. This is what I'm telling you. It is set then, but it's got that vibe. This is what I'm saying.
It's like all of that shit's still happening then, like. None of
the stuff that's happening in like normal real world. What's happening in the game? It's too far away from anything that could be interesting happening in normal real world. Put it that way. It's set in this. It's not an island. It's this kind of place that they discovered that's got an anomaly. And do you know what? I can't even fucking tell you because I don't know what the fuck's happening in this game. It's too confusing. That's the problem. Yeah. The style's cool. The gameplay's quite cool, but too close to Dishonored. It genuinely has some potential, but to be honest, I just don't really fucking know what's going on. This is my best explanation, right?
Yeah.
There's this dude who wakes up and, this dude, you start the game and immediately someone's jabbing a machete in you.
Nice.
And you don't know what's happening. And then you get killed by it and you wake up on this beach and you're stuck in this loop. So every day, the same day loops, right? Or if you die, the day loops again. So you want to break this loop. You want to get out of that cycle. We don't really know why. And
because you want to stop being murdered. I should imagine it's.
But you're immortal though. You can live the same day over. I don't know. So and then that woman wants to be in the loop because she likes the fighting or something. And then
She just gets
there's
off
these
on it,
people
okay.
called the Visionaries who made the loop, I think. And if you kill them all, then the loop breaks. But you have to kill them all in one loop, I think. But also, I don't even know. It's so hard to explain. That's kind of what I got from playing it. So then I went on YouTube and watched how to explain this story to me. Which, if you ever have to do that for a movie, TV show, game, anything with a story, you fucked it. You fucked it. It's terrible. So it turns out, the guy you play as...
Yes, go on.
...was part of some team of dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And they found this place with an anomaly. And they wanted to experiment on this anomaly. And they had to send this, like, ship into it to do these something. And he had a wife who was pregnant, and she didn't want him to go.
And did he say, "I'll be back before you know it, babe"?
Yeah, and he did the ship and whatever, and then he got stuck in a loop for years and years and years.
Fuck yeah.
That's not the start of the game, right? Okay. So then he comes out of the loop.
All right.
His wife has had a baby.
Oh, beautiful.
It's been 17 years.
His
wife is also dead. He died.
Damn.
But baby is grown up. And then...
Well, at least he still has something to fuck, I guess. That's awful.
Oh, God. This company has decided they want to use that anomaly to make a loop on purpose to live forever and do debauchery for many, many years and have no consequences.
Debauchery? What?
To, like, party and fucking... They can do anything they want because there's no consequences in the loop. If they die or anything like that, it just goes to the same day over and over again.
They can totes, like, suck and fuck, like, all day?
Yeah. And
damn.
So they do that.
I don't know why you have to be in an infinite death loop to be able to suck and fuck and have wild parties all day, but okay.
Well, because then there's no consequences, you see? And you can just come out of the loop whenever you want and continue on with your life. But, right, okay, so then they need Colt's help, the guy you play as, to do this. So he kind of goes with them, shows them it, and they make loop again. And he gets trapped in the loop. We don't really know why. Maybe it's because he wants to kind of see his wife again, and maybe it holds the key to turning back time or something like that. Not really sure. Yeah. But eventually, like, loses his memories in there and wants to get out of the loop. But his daughter's in the loop, and that's the woman who's trying to kill you. Why is she there again? I don't remember. It's something like this. Do you see what I'm saying? Even the explanation video, halfway through that, I was like, what? You know? And it's not, do you know, if it was just, you know, like on Dishonored, you've got a mission, and you do your mission. And then that kind of progresses the story a bit. And you can do the missions in maybe different orders, but eventually you lead to basically the same kind of place. And there's different endings, but, you know, Deathloop's not like that. It's like, I don't know what it's like. I don't know how you progress or get through the missions, but it's not like that. And it's just, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing at any point. It's just really confusing. And I think if I read more of the, you know, notes and whatever you can find, it might make a bit more sense. But I'm not fucking reading a novel to be able to understand what's going on in the game. You shouldn't have to read anything, any notes you find in a world in a game to know what's going on. So, now that I'm talking about it more, I think I want to put the score down a bit. I gave it a 47 out of 100. But now that I'm thinking about it, I think I'd rather play Surgeon Simulator. I'm going to give it the same as Deus Ex Human Revolution, because that gave me the same fucking annoying feeling. I'm going to give it a 41.
The real question is, would you rather watch Puss in Boots: The Last Wish?
Definitely. Do you know what's ridiculous about this game? It's actually been rated quite well. People quite like it. Metacritic critics gave it 88. Audiences gave it 65. IGN, 100. A perfect score from IGN.
What the fuck?
It's not a good game. It's like, to a certain extent, it's polished, and like the gameplay is quite fun, But Dishonored's gameplay is fun. If anything,
Yeah.
it's slightly less fun than Dishonored with the gameplay.
Yeah.
So, you know, with at least with Dishonored, you can do the kind of Skyrim style saving. I think you can't with this. You get like a rewind function, but not all the time. And you don't. It's not as good as Prince of Persia's rewind. I don't know. It's just a weird, fucking strange game. I don't know what I want to play next, to be honest, games wise. I think I'm gonna have to buy a game rather than playing an older one. But I need to wait till tomorrow for payday because I'm running out of money. Can I tell you my games to play list and see if you're see if you think any of these in particular would be a good one to get a start on?
Go ahead.
Horizon Forbidden West, Tiny Tina Borderlands game,
No,
Ratchet and Clank Rift
no.
Apart, Stray, God of War Ragnarok, Hogwarts Legacy, Blacktail, Forspoken, Hollow Knight, and the Scott Pilgrim game.
So all of them are good. All of them sound good, apart from the Tiny Tina one and also Forspoken. Forspoken's supposed to be ass.
Really? It looks really cool.
It's not.
I might question it. I'll only play it if it gets cheap enough then, because it's come out recently and it's quite expensive. But it looks really cool. I might give it a go, because sometimes, you like stuff other people don't and all that. Is Tiny Tina bad enough that I should listen to you, or can I make my own opinion?
Always make your own opinion, but I'm just telling you.
No, not always. Don't watch Human Centipede 2 Serbian film. Is that the one that I shouldn't watch?
Serbian film. You should.
Don't form your own opinion on those ones. Just trust us. Yeah. Just do not watch them. It's not worth it. Every single person we've told that to, who's then gone, now I fancy watching it, has gone and watched it, and then specifically come back and gone, I genuinely wish I'd have never seen that with my eyeballs. I honestly wish I'd have listened to you. So just listen then. Don't watch them. Whereas, I don't think Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, or whatever it's called, is going to be that bad. So,
I don't know.
The problem with it for me is it never goes down less than £20 to buy. And because I've heard it's shit, I'm thinking 15's my limit for it. So, I don't know.
I wouldn't fucking jump to get it at any chance. I've at least played every single Borderlands game twice. Because you know how you can play it multiple times over. You do the normal run, and then there's the Vault Hunter, and then there's a true Vault Hunter one. I have always at least completed every Borderlands game twice, apart from that one. I did it. I did it the once, and I just went, no, I'm not. I'm no fucking way.
I couldn't complete twice. I've completed Borderlands 1 twice, Borderlands 2 lots of times. Borderlands pre-sequel. Did I finish it? I don't know. I don't remember. What happens at the end of that?
At the end of Borderlands pre-sequel, Handsome Jack shows up after that Fault Monster has been defeated on that moon, and he gets the Fault symbol punched into his face by Lilith after he has a vision about awakening the warrior and wiping out Pandora. I played that. I played that one 3 times. I've beaten.
I've beaten finishing it.
I've beaten Borderlands the first one once, but I was willing to beat it again when we were all playing it, me, you, and Cal.
Yeah, but then Cal turned into a little bitch and didn't want to play it.
Yeah, so but anyway, so I was willing to play that one again. The Borderlands 2, I must have beaten Borderlands 2 at least 20 times by now. I'm fair.
Do you think that's the game you've completed the most?
Yeah, I think
Fallout New Vegas.
No, they're so close,
The close ones have got to be Fallout New Vegas, BioShock, and Borderlands 2.
Even though I think I might still prefer the world and the story of BioShock more, and that's my favorite game. I still think I've beaten. I haven't beaten that as many times as I have New Vegas or Borderlands 2. I think New Vegas is what I've beaten the most. That's definitely easily over 20 times. Because I've gotten that down to beating it in an hour and 12 minutes. So
that's pretty. Let me check speedrun.com, see what the world record is.
So I did it. So it'd be glitchless. PS3.
Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
Fallout New Vegas. The main quest speedrun is 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, maybe we should react to that. So, glitchless is 22 minutes 46.
I'll do a reaction video to that because I'll actually be able to be like, oh my god, this is what he's doing here. What the fuck? Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And I know that game like the back of my hand.
Well, very cool. I think we should finish the podcast there because we've been blabbing for a while. It's been a long one.
Yeah.
Do you know what? We started off with rage-inducing comments and calmed down by talking about dang old video games. So that's that ain't been so bad. Remember to subscribe and follow wherever you're consuming this podcast. You can follow Tweets Badly on Twitter, Streams Badly on YouTube and Twitch, and Podcast Badly on all streaming platforms. And give your grandparents a ring. See how they're doing. Tell them you love them. Maybe buy them a cake or something. That'd be nice.
Say to them, I love you, Nana.